What if the moon suddenly disappeared, the night the moon vanished? Look up at the night sky, a glowing silver guardian hanging above us. The moon, constant, comforting, always there. But imagine, one night, it's simply gone. No explosion, no warning, just gone. At first, people would think it's an eclipse or maybe a cosmic event, but then days pass, and the darkness feels wrong. The tides don't move right. The stars look a little sharper, a little too still. That's when scientists confirm it. The moon has disappeared from orbit. No fragments, no debris, as if someone reached into the solar system and plucked it out. And that single act would trigger a cascade of destruction that would change life on Earth forever. The moon isn't just a light in the sky. It's the invisible hand that stabilizes our world, controlling tides, weather, and even life itself. Without it, the entire planet begins to unravel. The tides turn deadly. The very first sign of chaos would come from the oceans. The moon's gravity pulls at Earth's water, creating tides that rise and fall twice a day. It's a rhythm we've lived with for billions of years, but now that gravitational force is gone. At first, it might seem peaceful. Calm seas, no more tides. But balance on Earth is delicate. The sun also exerts tidal forces, and without the moon's stabilizing effect, solar tides would dominate. That means extreme high tides during the day and almost no movement at night. Imagine oceans surging hundreds of feet inland under the blazing sun, flooding coastlines permanently. Entire cities, New York, Mumbai, Shanghai, slowly drowning in waves that never retreat. Marine ecosystems depending on tidal flow would collapse overnight. Coral reefs would die, beaches would vanish, and the ocean, Earth's heartbeat, would fall silent. Fishing industries collapse, millions lose food sources, and the global climate begins to spiral. Because the moon doesn't just move water, it moves air too. The winds of chaos. Without lunar gravity moderating the tides and stabilizing the planet's tilt, Earth's atmosphere begins to shift chaotically. It grows stronger, weather becomes unpredictable, monsoons strike without warning, hurricanes form over regions that never had them before. You see, the moon acts like a stabilizer on a spinning top. It keeps Earth's axial tilt steady at about 23.5 degrees. Without it, that tilt could swing wildly over time, anywhere from 10 degrees to 60 degrees. That means massive climate shifts. Imagine the Sahara turning into a jungle, the Arctic becoming a desert, the seasons themselves unpredictable, violent, deadly. Within a few decades, entire ecosystems would relocate or die out completely. The human world, built around predictable weather and stable agriculture, would start to collapse. We wouldn't be able to plan crops, predict rain, or even rely on the same coastlines anymore. Every generation would live on a completely different Earth, and the chaos wouldn't stop there. Because the moon doesn't just control tides and tilt, it controls time of time, the slowing of time. It's hard to imagine, but the moon actually slows down Earth's rotation. Billions of years ago, our days were only about 6 hours long. The moon's gravity, tugging on our oceans, has been gradually slowing us down ever since. That's why today, a day lasts 24 hours. But without the moon, that process reverses. Earth's rotation would begin to speed up. Days might shrink from 24 hours to 18, maybe even less over time. That sounds exciting. More sunrises, more sunsets. But think again. Faster rotation means stronger winds, more violent storms, and an even greater strain on the planet's tectonic plates. The centrifugal force would subtly reshape the planet, pushing water toward the equator and flooding new areas. Our internal biological clocks, evolved for 24-hour cycles, would start to malfunction. Humans would suffer from mass insomnia, fatigue, and psychological instability. Plants and animals relying on day-night rhythms would wither. The world's heartbeat, that soft, steady pulse of 24 hours, would be broken. The fall of the night sky. But even beyond physics and biology, the disappearance of the moon would steal something deeper from humanity, our sense of wonder. For thousands of years, the moon has been our first calendar, our first compass, our first mystery. It guided ancient sailors, inspired poets, and marked the passage of time before clocks even existed. Without it, the night sky would feel alien, dark, empty. No glowing orb lighting forests and oceans. No gentle moonlight shimmering on waves. The stars would look sharper, yes, but colder, lonelier. The sky would feel infinite, but soulless. For millions of years, humans looked up and saw stories, gods, lovers, creatures dancing in the moonlight. Now that light is gone, and with it, a piece of what makes us human. But humanity wouldn't have time to mourn for long, because something even bigger is coming. Earth's axis begins to wobble. Over time, decades, centuries, the Earth's axial tilt would grow increasingly unstable. Without the moon's gravitational pull, our planet would start to wobble unpredictably like a spinning toy, top slowing down. The North Pole might shift dramatically, even flipping positions with the South over geological timescales. That means entire continents could experience new climates. Imagine Europe covered in tropical rainforests, North America buried under ice sheets, Asia turning into a dust bowl. Species wouldn't have time to adapt. Mass extinctions would sweep the planet once again, similar to the ones that wiped out the dinosaurs. Humans, if they survived the initial chaos, would face a new challenge, a planet that never stops changing. Civilizations would crumble and rebuild in constant motion, chasing stability that no longer exists. And as Earth's spin and tilt shift wildly, another cosmic consequence unfolds high above. The night without protection. You see, the moon doesn't just light the night sky, it protects us. Its gravity acts like a shield, deflecting countless asteroids and comets that might otherwise hit Earth. Without it, we'd be far more exposed to deadly impacts. Every few years, massive asteroids could crash into our atmosphere, causing destruction, fires, or even mini-extinctions. The night sky would flash more often with incoming debris, some burning up, others reaching the ground. The moon's absence would make space a lot more dangerous for Earth and for any future human missions. Even satellites could be affected, as the gravitational balance of our planet-moon system disappears. Navigation systems, GPS, and orbital stability, all thrown off by the missing lunar pull. The very fabric of human civilization, communication, travel, defense, begins to crumble, not with war, but with silence from above. The ocean's last breath. Centuries after the moon's disappearance, the oceans would be forever changed. Without steady tides, nutrient flow between deep and shallow waters would stagnate. That means less oxygen in the oceans and mass die-offs of marine life. Whales, dolphins, and countless fish species would vanish. Plankton, the foundation of the ocean's food chain, responsible for producing half of Earth's oxygen, would collapse. Humans on land would begin to feel it too. With less oxygen production, breathing would slowly become harder. The balance between life in the sea and life on land would break, perhaps permanently. And yet, amid the decay, something unexpected might emerge. A new world, a new sky. Nature always adapts, even when it's shattered. In the chaos, evolution would continue. Plants and animals might develop new cycles based on sunlight alone. Humans could build artificial tides and controlled ecosystems using technology. A new kind of night culture might emerge, illuminated entirely by artificial light. Cities glowing like constellations, replacing the moon's silver light with electric stars. Our myths would change, our calendars rewritten. Children born centuries later might not even know what the moon once looked like. They'd hear legends of a glowing orb that ruled the sky and wonder if it ever really existed. And maybe, in some far future, humans would build a new moon, an artificial satellite glowing softly above Earth, restoring balance. Because even if nature takes something away, humanity always finds a way to bring it back. The what-if thought. So what if the moon suddenly disappeared? The tides would die, the winds would rage, the climate would collapse, the stars would burn colder in a darker sky, and humanity, fragile, adaptable, stubborn, would face its greatest test yet. The moon isn't just a rock. It's our anchor, our mirror, our reminder that even darkness can shine. Without it, the Earth would still turn. But life, as we know it, would never be the same again. If this version of reality ever makes you look up at the night sky, take a second and appreciate that glowing circle above you, because without it, we wouldn't exist. And now the question remains, what if something else, something even bigger, suddenly disappeared? Like, comment, and subscribe for more what-if stories that dive deep into the science behind the impossible. Because here on Untold What If, imagination is just the beginning.